and we're here this weekend at Hat Green Nuclear Bunker in Cheshire, and I'd like to introduce you to one of the prides of Hat Green's collection, and it's this, the big bada boom, ladies and gentlemen, a nuclear weapon, particularly a Polaris warhead. Now, you can see stood by the side of me here, it is very large, it is very complicated, but the bit that I really want to focus your attention is just this small section that you can see with the radioactive symbol that's up at the top there. And it's about the size of a small football. And that is the dangerous bit. That is the explosive power of the warhead, the nuclear bomb itself. What that will explode with is 1 megatons of force. Now, we throw around megaton here and there, and who really knows what it means? Well, what it means is that's going to go off with the force similar to detonating 1 million tons of TNT at once. A phenomenally destructive weapon, obviously. But the other thing that makes the Polaris interesting as well is what it says about it here. And it's submarine launched, Trident submarine launched, ballistic missile. Now, when you can load your submarine fleet with nuclear weapons and park them anywhere in the world, there then becomes the state that there is no such thing as a total strike against you. Everything will leave you with enough resources to retaliate. And as such, there is no Soviet preemptive strike that can be done that would take out all of NATO's subs and all of their land-based missile sites. And likewise, there is no strike that NATO can perform on the Warsaw Pact that would take out all their land sites and all their nuclear subs. So whatever happens first, the others will be able to retaliate. And that is the very essence of mutually assured destruction. Without this, you couldn't have had the mutually assured destruction. And without the mutually assured destruction, what you would lead to is nuclear war. And one of the things that we look at this, for all its destructive power and all its destructive force, it is arguably one of the best peacekeepers of the Cold War period. Now we're going to take a walk around and show you a couple of other interesting things about this bunker. Come with me. Well, thank you for keeping up. Behind this door is the bunker's cinema. It's a small cinema, will seat about 25 people, and is used to while away the hours while you're locked in the bunker and watching films, government broadcasts, newsreels, entertainment. What the bunker uses it for now, though, is to screen this film here, The War Game.
The War Game was a BBC docudrama commissioned in 1965, nearly 20 years before Threads burnt its way into the national psyche. Despite it being in black and white, its depiction of the graphic horror of a single nuclear blast, society's collapse into barbarity, and the hopelessness of the nuclear future caused the BBC to ban it almost immediately, despite being the people that commissioned it, and it is still under heavy restriction today. Hat Green is one of the few places that has been granted permission to screen it in its entirety. I recommend you watch it. It will stay with you for the rest of your life.
Now we're going to take a short walk down this corridor, and it's particularly this corridor and the round of the bunker that I want to draw your attention to. And of all the things you can see in the bunker, one of the things that's often overlooked is the actual decor. And look around at this. It's this bland, boring, government mint green, just a municipal paint colour of absolutely nothing, until you get in to the area at the end of this corridor. Now, follow me into this route, because when you get to this staircase, you find it painted up in this bright, vibrant, striking yellow. And this is the only area in the bunker that actually houses this sort of colour scheme. And there's a very specific and very chilling reason as to why. And that's very simply because if you take a look up to the top of this staircase up here, this is the only place in the whole bunker where you have enough of a drop to kill yourself. You are sitting in a bunker for 3 months at least, surrounded by an irradiated wasteland. That's going to bring about a certain level of depression and therefore increase the risk of suicide. And to give you a really rather bizarre insight into government thinking, the reason they paint this yellow is a happy colour to avoid people killing themselves when all the rest of the world has gone to pot. Thanks very much for joining us. Don't have nightmares. Goodbye.